All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Fred Summers Court on the campus of Wilmington High School for tonight's girls' high school basketball. We have the Princeton Vikings in to face your Wilmington Hurricane on campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And you can't hear?
Oh, loud.
Oh, you can hear loud?
Very.
Oh, all right, good. That's good. I'm glad.
Hey, dude. How you doing? When you get too old to referee, this is what you do.
Joe, you keep telling everyone that.
Hey, it's true.
All right, so is that better?
Yeah, fine.
Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Not too well.
I hear you loud and clear.
Let me turn you up a little. All right. Oh, I can turn that down. How's that? Is that better?
Not for you. You're still booming.
I can hear you.
You're still blowing me out the door. I'm about ready to.
That's better?
Yeah.
All right, that's better. All right, well, we want to. That's okay. All right. All right, so we've got all the audio. See, that's why we should have done this ahead of time, Joe, instead of you sitting there flapping your jaws talking to all these people that don't want to hear what you're saying anyway.
I was waiting for you to say, hey, let's do a check. You didn't say it.
Oh, is that so? Once again, you're putting off me. Test it again.
You're still loud to me. Yeah, I'm loud now to me.
All right, and
but you're still loud. I hear the background and everything really loud.
Well, let me turn off the other mic since we're not using it. How's that?
Maybe that'll help.
Is that better?
Say something more.
Something more.
Okay, that's better.
Is that better? All right, you think you're in good shape? You can actually do the broadcast now?
I think I can.
All right, that's good.
Before, when you just said hello, I was like, oh, gosh.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Amazed.
I don't know if amazed is the right word.
You don't know if you're amazed. Well, anyway. And, Joe, you've got some information about these teams, their records, who they've won or beat, who they've lost to, that kind of thing, although right. Princeton hasn't lost to anybody, right?
They haven't lost to anybody yet. Started off with the game that we just got done playing tonight. The Princeton girls beat our girls 61-22 tonight in the JV match.
Right, okay.
Okay, now we'll go over to Princeton's Vikings. Princeton's Vikings are 8-0, and they have beat Bellbrook, Mercy McCauley, Mason, Hamilton, Sycamore, Coleraine, Middletown, and Cooper.
And several of those are in their league in the
yes.
GMC or
probably I'm gonna guess they probably play in the GMC.
Yeah. Now Mercy McCauley was the school that combined with another school.
They combined with each other.
Yeah.
Mercy combined with McCauley.
And it was McCauley last year that eliminated these same Hurricane girls in tournament, right?
Right. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it's Mercy McCauley, so they whatever ones were weak, they improved.
That's right, and they had a good team last year.
So
what about Wilmington?
Wilmington, on the other hand, is 4-2. They have lost only 2 games, and I'm guessing they lost to Carroll and Wayne, two very, very big schools.
And good programs. Dayton Carroll and Wayne, both with excellent programs. Wayne's girls, I think they were up in like the state finals or something a while back. Yeah.
And Clinton Massey, Western Brown, New Richmond, and Williamsburg have fallen. So they're undefeated in the league.
Right, yeah.
And they're playing big schools outside the league. So, that's a good. That's getting them ready for tournament
play. Oh, absolutely, yeah. And this team coming in tonight at being 8-0, and this is a big team.
Yes.
So it can only help. And one of the things I'll say about Troy Deals, and I don't know how much input an athletic director gets from his coaches as far as who he schedules.
Right.
I'm sure he at least runs it by his coaches.
Right.
But no one here is afraid, whether it's the boys' team or the girls' team, to play some big names. Tomorrow night is an example. Tomorrow at 4 we'll be on the air with the number 1 defending champion Moeller Crusaders in to face the boy Hurricane tomorrow. Yeah.
And Wilmington and Moeller have had a little rivalry in the past. And Wilmington's not as strong as they have been in the past, but, you never know what's going to happen. Wilmington can come up and come through with that victory tomorrow. I
think that particularly on Fred Summers Court, I think anybody that knows Hurricane sports figures that if you come into, the eye of the hurricane, there's always the chance you're going to get beat.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And welcome back. Oh, they just turned the numbers off on me. They had the numbers of the starters up on the scoreboard.
Well, they'll put it back on. I see that we've got a Wilmington College freshman who plays for Wilmington College, Matt Smith, who was a Hurricane, up in the student section over there, creating some havoc.
He always creates havoc.
Yeah.
He always creates havoc.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that dance move already all night. And starting for
the Hurricane tonight, number 4,
Jasmine Jamil starting for the Wilmington Hurricanes. Number 5, Maya Jackson. Number 20, Sammy McCord. And number 21, Chaylin John. And number 44, Carly Morgan.
So we're just about ready to get underway. Yours truly, Rick Phillips and Joe Davis, bringing you all the action here from the Eye of the Hurricane. We have Dean, he took the night off to be with his girlfriend, so we have a stationary camera up high, which you'll see from time to time, and then I'm down on the floor with the moving camera. We'll try to bring you all the great shots, and we certainly appreciate anybody tuning in and watching tonight's Hurricane broadcast.
And starting for them is Darian Baddix, Willow White. And we got a tip in the jump ball, and we got another jump ball, and the two that get it will jump. Yes, Jasmine Jamil will be jumping against Darian Baddix. Oh, wait a minute, we got a movement there. The referee held the ball up, so it was all right. And they throw it a ball. Real good pressure defense by Wilmington causes a turnover, and Wilmington will be bringing the ball in. Jasmine Jamil has the ball where it looks like there's a full court press on zone. And taking their time, got to get the ball toward, there we go. Get it over. Johns has it deep in the corner, dribbles across, throws it out. Maya has it, drives, brings it back out on top. Moving the ball around.
They got a zone going on there, don't they?
They're zoning right now. And it's not even a box one. It's a straight zone right off the bat. And Jasmine Jamil shoots a shot from the top of the key, goes up. But the rebound was Morgan, and she gets it blocked. Here comes Princeton down the floor. And gives it over to number 13, Darian Baddix, who looks like to be the girl to run the offense.
Playmaker.
Throws it inside, the big girl. Long shot, off. Big girl goes up 34.
She's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah.
She was over the back there,
yeah.
Or a push from behind.
And Davis gets the basket for Princeton. That's Ashley Davis, number 24.
Good defense by Princeton.
Princeton doing good defense, but Jackson breaks it, going down, going up, and we're going to get the foul called.
I was going to say that was a foul. If they weren't going to call that, then we were going to have a long night.
Yeah, at first I thought he was just calling it out of bounds, but he did come up with a foul.
Maya's going to shoot two.
Who's that on? Who's that on? Maya makes the first. And Maya breaks it, goes in, goes up against the big girl, puts it up. Misses on the shot, and rebound by Baddix coming down the court. But pass the ball around, 24 shoots it from the top of the corner again. Oh. This one's in and out, hit the back of the... Oh, nice stole. McCord steals the ball, brings it down, dishes it over to Morgan, stops.
Got it.
Three!
Maya's hot. We'll take it.
Wilmington's only down 6 points, which could be 2 3-point shots, so Princeton was probably Number 24 has 5, and number 34 has 2, and that's the big girl. She's only scored 2 so far, so
wow.
we've been able to shut her down.
What about number 21? She's got 10 points for Princeton.
Oh, I thought that was a 0. She has 10 up there.
Yeah,
You're right.
21 has 10 points.
10. That's Willow, and Willow White. Jamil has it top of the key into Jackson. Looks around, throws it inside. Back out to Jasmine, back over to Maya. Maya drives. Flips it outside. Goes up.
Oh.
Yeah, we get a shot like that and we don't go in. They make theirs. Nice. Goes up and gets a rebound over Morgan.
That is a foul.
Yeah, but it's on your team, girls. Princeton fans yelling for a foul, but their girl went over our girl's back to get the rebound and calling a foul.
Well, that isn't a foul.
And Morgan gets
apart. The Vikings are going to have to call a timeout here.
And they didn't. Thought the coach was going over to call one.
Looked like it.
Willow has the ball now at the top of the key. And they're trying, now they've got a box one on Maya.
Yeah, they're trying to shut her down, obviously.
Well, that's when Jasmine or somebody like that
has to come through. All it on both ends of the court. We both agree on that. All right. First one she misses.
And
the kid, were you, Joe?
Oh, no, I don't know. Depends on what it was.
So in other words, what we're saying is there's no chance you got in the bike.
I don't think so. We were making fun of him when he's down on the field, but
no, it's a situation. I took the job at Greenfield. I was there for 3 years. It was awesome. My son.
I'm saying it only applies here. It's not in real life, right?
No, but he did a great job for us. He's an awesome kid, and luckily he made a ton of big plays for us.
And luckily, your son takes after his wife.
So man, he's 9 foot tall. That reputation is he's great.
And that once again, that program is really coming along too.
Yeah.
The girls and guys.
And she missed both. Morgan with the
girl is very mobile.
Hey, self.
She just fouls an awful lot.
Fouls a lot, and she's not a really good shooter.
No, especially under the basket where you'd expect her to.
She should have. Selfs went again. This time fell short. No, that was Jasmine Jamil this time. It fell short. Oh, nice. Man, they're getting the roll. You don't get a call or anything because when you try to force something.
Maya
with from the top of the key. She's been jumping up over people all night long. Goes over Maya to block that shot. No call made.
Well, you got to differentiate the body foul from just the hand foul. The body foul's been occurring all night long.
Go! Jasmine drives, puts it in.
Good underhanded shot.
That's Jasmine Jamil's first basket of the night, which shocks me. 49 for
away.
Wilmington has a 3-point lead, 3:48 to go, and the ball.
Vikings look a lot unsettled right now.
Yeah, they do. They look tired. Willow going off floor. This looks like her legs are out from under her.
They're not used to anyone running with them like this.
Yeah. They're probably used to getting a big lead and then resting a little bit toward the end of the game. Here goes Jasmine Jamil driving around. McCord driving, kicks it back out to Harris, who shoots a long three. Way short. I don't know if it got blocked.
No, I think it got blocked.
It had to be partially blocked.
He was wide open.
And puts it in. That was 24. Ashley Davis with 2.
Ashley had an easy basket there.
Yeah.
49-48. Lady Kane ahead by 1.
Illegal screen being called here. 34.
Did you see it?
No. I was watching the girls. I didn't see off ball.
All right, Viking ball.
She's been going up and boom, so she may have, the last time she sort of hit the girl a little hard as she stopped. She wasn't completely stopped. May have did that again.
3 minutes remaining in this game, barring, we got a timeout.
Timeout.
Vikings.
30-second timeout by the Princeton Vikings.
So we got a game here, Joe.
We do have a game. 49-48. Wilmington with a 1-point lead. What they're doing is, in their mind, is refereeing. They're saying, "Hey, we got two big schools here. Not as far as Wilmington's a big school, but talent-wise, we're going to let them play ball. They're not going to call those bumps."
Yeah, but it's one thing when you don't let either team. There's no question that we've seen, just incessant traveling, walking with the ball.
The thing I don't like about that, when someone says, "Let them play ball," you're saying, let's not call the rules. Let's not call. And it's not. If your girl's dribbling the ball down the floor, gets bumped and knocked 3 feet the other direction, even though she kept the ball, it's a foul. She didn't get to do what she wanted.
Vikings going to inbound the ball, down 1 point.
Number 12 has the ball. That's Rochelle.
She went on the line.
She dribbled out of bounds, driving around the screen.
Yeah, on the line.
So Wilmington has a 1-point lead and the ball. They are pressing again. Oh, no, they're not pulling it off.
No, they haven't been. I think they've gotten pretty tired trying to,
It does tire you out when you press the whole game.
Yeah, no question about it.
Give and go. Oh, okay. Well, we're lucky there because if they called the block, the ball got blocked back into her and out of bounds.
Would have been out, yeah.
So if they're not calling a foul, that would have been their ball.
Come on, girls.
I'm going to start calling.
Another very short call there.
Tiara didn't even start and already has 4 fouls now. They're letting 34 do things and not get called, but they're not calling them on the girls that she's guarding.
How do you get homered in your own gym?
Yeah, I know it. It's kind of, and they make the basket, take the lead 50-49.
White ball.
And knocked away. Princeton is putting a little press on here. 49-50, 2:12 to go in the game. Princeton has a 1-point lead.
Yeah, but you got to see whether they're actually fouling the individual that gets the ball in.
Oh, yeah.
Go!
Sell for the three-point shot.
Now that's a foul.
That's a foul, and they called it. Both teams have 5 fouls called against them in the second half. It's not
good hustle.
It's not
good
on
hustle.
The fouls being called. It's more on the fouls not being called that's been the problem.
Yeah, yeah. And the walking that has not been called. Or the running.
Yeah. Ball's into Jasmine Jamil. 1:54 on the clock, so we're just under 2 minutes. 1-point deficit.
Wilmington.
Good call. Oh, that's T. Can't believe a technical wasn't called there. When you slam your hands on the ground, that's a technical. I am shocked that they did not call a technical right there.
Very reserved. Trying to let him play, Joe.
Well, you can get upset, but you slam your hands down, that's technical, automatic. It's no if, and, or but.
Oh.
Got it! Got it! Maya Jackson shoots a 3, misses it, comes back, and picks up the rebound and puts it in. Shot from the corner.
Got it.
Swish 3. That was number 12, Rochelle. They're up by 2 now. Maya driving, puts it up with her left hand.
Got it.
Puts it in.
We're tied.
We're tied. 53, less than a minute to go in the game. Well, less than 1 minute. 1 minute, And we have 53-53 game here, Princeton versus Wilmington.
They're going to try to run the clock down a little.
Yep.
Oh, bad
they just
shot.
threw a shot up. She just threw that shot up. I'd go for one shot.
So would you call a timeout to regroup?
No, he's telling them four corner.
Well, it may be overtime, Joe.
Don't say that word. I did not mention that in this. I was thinking Wilmington going to go down and make a... The ball's in the hand you wanted it. It's already in Maya Jackson's hand. Oh, she takes it out of her hand. All right, going the other way, 0.8 seconds on the clock.
That's enough time.
It's less than a second, so there's not much they can do.
Well, they can turn around and shoot it. We got a timeout.
She was yelling something at the official. I couldn't hear what she was saying, and she was mad at him. And I was thinking if she was saying, give me the ball and screaming it at him, I thought he was going to call a technical on her, but she was yelling, timeout.
So here's the recap. We've got just 0.8 of a second remaining in this fourth quarter of play. We're knotted at 53-53. It has been a nail biter, in all respects that a nail biter would be.
Right, and Rick threw the old watch Maru on us and got us in overtime here.
Well, I would have taken the shot if they would have given me the ball, Joe. I would have said, let's end this right here in regulation.
The ball was in Maya's hand. I thought she was going to drive.
Well, I think she was cut off, and she felt like, give it to someone that might be open to take the shot.
Well, she could kicked it out to somebody. But if she goes in for the foul shot and they foul, the drive and they foul her.
The key right now is the Hurricane cannot foul.
Right.
So they've got, and there's 0.8 of a second. That's enough time to throw it in, throw it long, whatever. They can't let anyone get behind them.
They got to throw it to that end, and they're going to hope. Here's what it is: they're going to throw it down and hope for a foul.
Right.
Because it's time to hard. You don't have time to catch it, turn, and shoot.
No.
That's less than a second.
All right, so here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what they've got on as their play.
She stepped in. There is no traveling in basketball. I don't know what he called. There is no traveling out of bounds.
So what did he say?
I don't know. He called traveling. I don't know what she did, but he called traveling. Now,
so the question is it white ball?
Yes.
White ball.
She could have stepped on the line, but he called traveling, and there is no traveling out of bounds.
So there is an inbound and a shot at this end of the floor.
Right.
There still is a chance that we could.
So they're either going to give it to Maya quick or going to give it into the big girl quick.
And there could be a foul. That's the other possibility.
If you can get a ball into somebody big underneath or somebody underneath and have them go up,
right.
A foul could be called.
Yeah. All right, once again, recapping. It's 53-53. The Vikings have just turned it over with 0.8 of a second under the Hurricane basket. So the Hurricane will have the ball inbounding under their own basket with 0.8 of a second. So this is it, so to speak.
Right. Got a shot.
The main thing you don't want to do is take 5 seconds to get it in. Oh, just misses.
The shot was up. Got it into Jackson, who did a fadeaway shot from the corner and just didn't get it high enough. 53-53. We're going to go 4-minute overtime. But I tell you what, the way they were getting tired, I think the overtime is going to hurt them more than us.
Oh, absolutely. The Hurricane
they were
looked
showing
like
more
they
tired.
Yeah. So, Joe, did you teach any of these young men out on the floor?
No.
Okay.
No. I do not take any credit for what they're calling and not calling.
I'm sure they're very efficient at track.
And the two officials out there are father and son. That's father and son. I'm not going to argue that call. I mean, it went in our favor, but there's no such thing as traveling in basketball.
Coach B, how many they have?
All right, well, the Hurricane have plenty of timeouts remaining in this overtime, right?
3-3.
Oh, it's 3-3?
Yeah.
Well, then they better
Well, they
mark
say
that on the
one.
board. They're saying 3 and 1. All right, they're changing it. They're giving us 4 and them 2.
2.
So they've added to the wrong side of the floor.
Up there it says 4 and 2. All right. The clock says 4 and 2, 3 and 3.
1 full, 2 30s. Okay.
So they corrected it. Both are getting 3 timeouts.
All right, Sammy's going to be jumping against the big girl, and I think she's probably, unless she can undercut her or something, I don't know what she's going to do to win this tip.
She didn't even jump.
Well, I mean, let's face it.
I've had the shorter person get the jump many times. In fact, I got when I was the
Yeah, but
shorter guy.
almost 2 feet short.
Not that far. Usually about 8 inches, 6 inches.
Driver! Driver! Dig!
It's in.
Into the big girl, turn around, put in. I mean,
So-
she's probably got 8 inches minimum on our girl.
And I think they'll continue to try to do that, either drawing the foul. And they're tired, so they don't want to have to expend a lot of energy.
Right. And our offense makes them work. Oh, stolen. Maya got a little lapsy there. Blocks it.
Oh,
Good
what a
block.
block.
Good block. Good block. They're wanting a foul, but that was a good block. She got in front of her, put her hand on the ball, took it out of her hand.
All right, so Vikings have it under their basket with a 2-point lead.
Oh, bad shot.
But a putback.
Good. They get the rebound, put it back. Wilmington's down 4.
Big girl's got all 4 points in this overtime.
I mean, that girl took it and just tried to jump in the air, grab it, and shoot it, and it was very poor, but 34 grabbed the rebound, put it in, and that is Kyla Oldacre. Self shoots a 3 from the corner, off the rim. Ball's coming down, goes out of bounds, going to be called off Wilmington.
Yeah, it was off Maya.
I couldn't see around Zach. Zach got down here I couldn't see.
Zach very active along the bench line there.
Yes. Wilmington had their chance to win this in regulation, didn't do it. And here comes the Vikings down the court.
Jump to the ball, ISO, boy!
And
Taken
stolen!
away. Oh, that's a foul.
Yes, we're getting it called. Getting it called.
Well, I mean, she slapped her on the
Jamil.
wrist. There's no question about that one.
This is the only referee that calls fouls, though, on shots.
No.
The other two have not called a foul on a shot the whole night of one of our girls.
You're saying the father and son.
Yes. When our girl goes up for a shot and blocked like that, they've never called a foul.
All right, first shot. It's good.
Swish. Jasmine Jamil gets a foul shot. One more. 54-57. And falls off the front of the rim, and so we're a 3-point deficit right now. That's basically, I think that may be our first foul shot miss of the night. If not,
I think so. Yeah, they've been pretty accurate at their free throws.
We've not, and they have. They've not hardly made one. And number 12 has the top. He's stolen, and it's ball's loose, rolling around. And it's going to be a jump ball, and we're going to get it off the jump ball. Great hustle.
All right, Wilmington's ball. Down by 3.
Here comes Jasmine Jamil with the ball. 2:04 on the clock.
Go for 3.
You got playing time. Take what's available. Nope.
Ooh.
Goes up, goes around the girl, but shoots it short. Maya Jackson went in for the layup, but just shot it short underneath the basket.
Dig it.
And she turned and threw that ball. She was a little outside her range right there.
Go, Jazz, get down here.
This is one you got to kick out for the 3.
Yep. 118. We're getting down. We're going to have to shoot a three if we get too much longer without doing anything. Maya with a three. Short. She's getting tired legs. The shot's not quite there. She's hitting the front of the rim. Now we're down 3 with a minute to go. They have the ball in their end. They don't have to shoot. They don't have to do anything. We've got to force something here.
Or a foul.
Yeah, they've not been good at.
There's your foul. And that is a good. That's good because you know you want a foul. They haven't made a lot of their shots.
28. Anyone but 24. Hey, Mike, don't let 24 catch. Don't let 24 catch.
They've made 2 foul shots.
All right, one more foul and we're in the 1-on-1. She just looked like, what'd you do? Push me. I'm your teammate. And she was so tired she could hardly stand up.
Red, Jazz. Red. Red.
Oh.
It's close. These girls are all gassed.
Ma, don't let her get it back.
Princeton gassed a lot more than Hurricane, though.
Red.
Wait a minute. He says pushed off, and then he calls the other way.
Yeah.
He calls it this way, and then calls it the other way.
Yeah. Well, that's.
He came over and said that.
She was clearing her path. Aren't you allowed to do that, Joe? Push the girl out of your way.
All right,
anyway,
we're
in the 1-on-1. Let's see what we got here. See if they can miss this first one.
And she does. Jackson has the rebound coming down the floor. Oh! She got tripped up. No call there.
Red. 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 Red.
Got to foul someone. There's your foul.
Yeah, self-fouled her. Self-fouled her on purpose.
So you think it'll be a 2-shot?
No.
All right.
I mean, she wanted to foul. I'm just saying that, really.
All right, let's see if Princeton can.
They've, I think, only made 2 foul shots all night long.
Yeah, they're not the greatest in free throwing.
And missed again. Here comes Maya down the floor. Being guarded closely, and they're going to get a foul called on them.
That's not good, though.
Well, it's not good for us.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good because obviously you have no opportunity for 3 if you're getting fouled. It will be a 1-on-1. We can close within 1, but then we'll have to do something very quickly like foul.
Foul quickly.
And it's possible. This is.
She makes both. We're within 1.
Right.
If we foul
even
them,
if she makes 1.
Well, what I'm saying is, then if we foul them, if they make 1 or both, we're still within. And we missed the front end of the 1-on-1. First time tonight.
There's your foul.
Well, we still have a shot because they haven't made a foul shot. We're 3 down. They have to miss this one. See, if she made 1 or 2 of those.
And there's plenty of time to bring the ball back up floor and kick it out and shoot a 3. Right. To at least get us back into a double overtime.
Right.
One thing's for certain, these girls have actually played their heart out.
Yep. And they finally make a foul shot. Number 24, Ashley Davis, makes a foul shot for that. So I think their 3rd foul shot of the night.
But there's still opportunity.
And she makes the second one. Not much.
Girls have to bring it down and shoot quickly. Got it.
Time. That was it. That was a good play. We're 4 down. We don't need a 3. Get the 2. Now we're down.
Yep.
And we're down. We're down. And down
3. Yeah. You're gonna foul immediately. It will be a 10th foul.
Or steal the ball.
Well, that's true.
But
if it's a 10th foul, then obviously they'll have 2 opportunities at the basket no matter what.
But they haven't been good foul shooting, so.
No, but if they sink even 1 of the 2, that makes it virtually impossible to be able to.
He's probably telling his girls, go for the steal. If you steal it, if you don't steal it, somebody foul now.
Right.
If she steals it, get a shot off.
Right. All right, well, the wheels are turning.
This is a game Wilmington should have won.
For a lot of reasons, but, that's basketball, right?
And if Wilmington wins or would have won, Princeton's going to say, my God, if we shot our foul shots, we don't want it by 15 points. And that's true. They could have.
That's true, yeah. But they may not be a good free throw shooting team anyway. We don't know that. We don't have those statistics.
We don't know if this is an off night or just an average night for them on college.
A lot of teams like this that are so athletic are not good at free throws,
right.
you know? And obviously Wilmington has shot the lights out at threes. We just needed a few more.
If we won, I was going to try to get Zach for a after-game talk.
Well, sure.
Yeah, make him throw it deep. Back screen, hey, yeah, watch this back screen here, Sam. Switch it on the back screen, shut the other catch.
That was a long 5 seconds. So Maya commits her second foul.
It's going to be 2 shots anyway.
Yeah.
Just the difference is they don't get the ball back. So we're going to have 1.5 seconds. If they miss both, we got to grab a rebound and get a shot off in 1.5 seconds.
And it's going to have to be a 3 anyway, Joe.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, any way you look at it, we'll see. It's coming down to this.
But if there was 3 or 4, we could have got the ball up to half court. Might have been better for a 3.
But she makes the first one.
And that's game's over.
Right.
The only way that could happen now is if we shot
Technical?
and they would know, well, if they tried to block the shot, then it went in. That's almost impossible from this court.
She makes them both.
Makes them both. Now it's got to be a technical.
That's it. Well, a valiant effort by the Lady Cane. They gave it their all, going down to defeat by 5, 61-58. Princeton certainly knows they were in one catfight tonight. So,
in overtime, 56-61, Wilmington loses by 5, and in my mind should have won by 10. They were the better team on the court tonight if everything went well. Wilmington now becomes 4-3 on the year, and the Vikings go to 9-0. I tell you what,
Zach.
Vikings do not want to meet Wilmington again in the tournament.
You want to do an interview? You want to do an interview?
All right, Zach's willing to come back out and talk to us.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to ask him since they lost. I'm glad you did.
No, I think that first of all, this was a very close game. It was well played by the Lady Cane.
And I think late in the game, the things that switched it was the illegal screens they were calling on Wilmington. And I didn't see the 2 that were called. I've seen most of the rest of them. Every screen I saw all night long from Wilmington, every screen was a clean, good screen. There was one where she took a little extra half step. She got to be solid, let the girl come to her, and she literally went to the girl. That one could have got called, didn't. Then the next 2, I didn't see him at all. So
the Vikings are going to 9-0, and the Hurricane dropped to 4-3. But the Vikings were probably pressed more than they've been pressed so far this year.
Yes, they were getting tired. I thought maybe the fourth quarter they'd get, we'd go out to that 4 quick point lead because they were tired, but unfortunately it went the other direction. They went into their big girl, and the height advantage there was just too much. And we couldn't stop. When she grabbed the ball and did a little turnaround, our girl was not tall enough to put any pressure on that turnaround shot.
We'll have Zach stand here. I can put the camera on him.
Okay.
I want to remind everybody, Joe, you're killing me with your.
Trying to get.
As a programming note, what are you doing, Joe?
I'm trying to get untangled there.
Okay, there you go. As a programming note, tomorrow we'll be right back here at Fred Summers Court at 4 o'clock airtime for the Crusaders of Moeller, the defending Division I state champions, against the Wilmington Hurricane, and we'll be on the air at 4 tomorrow.
And we're just sort of killing time here. Too bad we can't get Matt over here to talk to him about Wilmington College while we're waiting on Zach.
I don't think Zach will take a lot of time. He just wants to.
No, I don't know.
He wants to, as any coach would, want to talk to your players before you. And I'm sure that a lot of, there's a lot of disappointment, but they certainly can't feel bad for the game they played tonight. Tonight, no. This was a great game.
This is one where you go into your girls and tell them, hold your heads up high.
Oh, yeah.
You played a great game.
Yeah.
And to the girls, you don't go in there and, even though in your mind it could have been some of the refereeing called, you don't. When you go in that locker room, you don't mention that at all.
No,
you go in there
and I know that refereeing, it's a tough job.
Oh yeah.
And I know, because of you, that they don't get the best, brightest people that referee.
You're right.
But it is what it is, Joe.
Did you hear him talking about me over here? Saying they don't get bright referees because I refereed.
Well, not only that, but you teach them.
I teach the ones. Yeah. I had one. I had thing happen to me this year. I had one not pass. First time I've ever had one not pass.
Really?
I had one pass.
Isn't it like multiple choice?
I had one. He just didn't get a study enough. He got because of his job. He got transferred and had to be out of state, and just didn't get to put in the time to coaching. I had one guy that literally we passed. He passed the test, but a lot of that was helping him. The other guys helping him. But on the floor, he should not have passed, and I passed him, and that's when I made up my mind. Then, from the future, if they're not capable of going out on the floor and refereeing a game, do not pass them. Explain to them and.
You too. Thanks.
6 seniors who will be missed, but we're also bringing back quite a few sophomores and juniors that have some experience at the varsity level now, and I think once they get another off season under their belt, we'll have a hopefully
so any ringers, freshmen that we've brought in from some other school or something?
Oh, no.
Any Miami Trace,
No, I don't get into all that. But our middle school coaches, I had Tara Williams and Jasmine Tolbert down at the middle school, and they did a phenomenal job setting a base foundation and getting these girls really skillful and fundamentally based. So our freshman group we've got coming in.
She wasn't a good player.
No, she's not going left. She's not going to finish going to the other side.
And if she's a little further out, she can't shoot it.
And we let her get where she wanted to get at times, and that ended up hurting us. And then on the offensive end, we just had a few miss-ups play-wise. We didn't execute. Players forgot stuff down the crunch, and kicking myself maybe at the end of regulation with that time, call timeout, get a play set up. But we'd battled back. We'd been fighting, doing what we've been doing, and I trusted. I trust Maya to make the plays. And we still got a shot off. We still had a shot at the end of regulation.
Right.
We did everything we needed to do. Other than win and finish. And we gave up 16 offensive rebounds. We knew that had to be. We had to keep them off the boards.
They're a tall team, though.
It's all team, but.
And they are.
In the first half, we only gave up 5.
Yeah.
So you give up 9 in that second half.
Now,
and that's a little bit more.
I'm going to ask you a question. It's a referee and coach question. You didn't. Their girl was literally, as our guy over here says, over the back. I don't call over the back. It's push from behind, but getting the rebound over the girl. A lot of rebounds over our girls. Was that because we weren't boxing into them to get that call, or was it just not being called?
I think it was because we didn't have body contact on that girl. Yeah. So I think. And I think sometimes it was a little push from her,
right,
which created some separation that didn't get called. I told my girls, you have to maintain contact with her, or you're not getting the call.
Still, when you're leaning in, if there's contact here, that still should.
But I don't know how many times that was.
Yes,
because she's
a lot.
She's 6'5" and we're 5'10".
So there were a couple times it seemed kind of strange, like they weren't keeping the seconds. Like 5-second call that was 2 seconds or 3 seconds, a 10-second call that was, that I didn't understand either.
That was 7-second, 10-second call here.
It was quick as hell.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, these girls did an admirable job tonight, and you're playing some tough teams out of league, and that's going to help down the line, not just within the league, but as you get into tournament later in the year.
That's the plan. We want to come out and play those tough teams now, so when we get to tournament time, we're going to be tested. We'll have been there. and hopefully execute
And I
and
said,
better.
go ahead.
That says a lot about the program, not just the girls, but the boys. You know, you don't. Tomorrow we play the defending state champions, the boys. No one shirks from playing a tough schedule.
No.
And so it's not a case where we're just trying to bring in all these soft teams in between our league games in order to be able. And these are good games, and this was definitely an incredibly entertaining
One
game
thing
tonight.
I said when the game was over, this team does not want to meet you. A good fun time.
That's right.
Beat
Thank
Beaver
you.
Creek.
Thank you.
Well, that's another hurricane event tonight.
We also talked about you highly at halftime.
The
Jeremy over here.
Oh yeah, he was singing your praises. So anyway, for Joe Davis, this is Rick Phillips. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and this was